Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the UCF Knights, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring this one out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
People still fill in the stands. And he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Dropping back, it's Lyle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And man, this isn't the start we talked about. Like wanting to start fast. How about this? The defense comes on the field first possession, gives up points. Palmer, now the offense, it makes a donation to the defense. They got to find a way to build some momentum here.
Yeah, David, it feels like the quarterback is pressing a little bit, too. He watched the opponent go down the field and score, and he's thinking, I'm going to get it all back right away and get us the momentum back. Makes a bad decision. Now you got the interception, and you've now doubled down on your opponent's momentum. Their own defense here has got to make a stop.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Runs through the tackle. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Knights want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's Lyle. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCF! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. To the air on first down. Swings it out to the flat. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
And the Cowboys are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Rides the back on the option to give. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The Cowboys will line it up on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
It'll be 3rd and long. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Quarterback got it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Runs through a tackle.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. We'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Got the first down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Touchdown, Cowboys! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Knights in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Lyle. They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. final play of the quarter coming. Running back searching for a hole. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. We've reached a break. Oklahoma State is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Here we go. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Right back to the well. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Lyle. Flips it out to the back. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's complete. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. They're going to run it. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The offense changing the play. Sends it back in motion. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a first and goal. Back to throw, it's Lyle. Back's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Knights moving quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. Had to get rid of it quickly. Another incompletion on third down.
And they just couldn't find the hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in a slot.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. On the move at the 30. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, you know, if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Going to swing it on second down. Complete in the middle. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
And And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. It's a draw. Hard running there. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going for it all. And he makes the catch inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the deep.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cowboy! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Old Dominion is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 21 over Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Lyle. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's caught. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. The give to the tailback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. A little release to the back. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
4th down. They could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Pulls it and fires to the left. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Looking to throw, it's Lyle. He's got the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Cowboys will line up to kick off and start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Wants to throw. It's Lyle. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. The lone back's got it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
And they'll just down it right there.
Nice job. Had a little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The Knights headed quickly to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking to throw, it's Lyle. It's complete to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. No huddle offense to the line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you.
Lots of running room. He's at the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. The Knights are on the move.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Knights didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Lyle. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's the pressure. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
Touchdown, Knights! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. At the 35, he's loose. Turning it on. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
The Cowboys just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 32 over Iowa. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw, it's Lyle. Working that left side now. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds a tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Knights will hustle to the line.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Zings it complete to the right. Spins away from the defense. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick handoff. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And the Cowboys can really attack on this second and short. They go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Using his legs, it's Johns. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent.
Oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Tight end now in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run the draw. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Cowboys really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The give from the gun. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. That ball skips through the end zone. It's And they'll take over at the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second down coming up. Rides to the back. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Yeah, at 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Give to the running back. He did not make it. A stone wall on
awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Knights will punt this one away. They boot it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. So now it's 2nd and long.